everyone, my name is Sarah and in today's video I'll show you how to sew these book sleeves with a pocket. The pattern for these book sleeves is free and you can get it from my website. I will leave a link in the description, and it comes in 3 different sizes. So the small is for small paperback, the medium is for larger paperbacks or smaller hardcovers, and the large size is for regular hardcovers. The book sleeves also come with a pocket where you can put annotation supplies or whatever you want, and this is a padded book sleeve so your book will be protected, and this is a beginner friendly sewing project, so even if you're starting out, I think you can do it. So make sure to download the pattern and let's get started. First, we need to print and cut our pattern pieces. You should have 2 pieces. Let's start with the front and back piece. With this pattern, cut 2 pieces from your main fabric, 2 from the lining fabric, and 2 from the fusible fleece. With the pocket pattern, cut 1 from the main fabric, 1 from the lining, and 2 from the interfacing. Before we start sewing, we need to apply the fusible interfacing and the fusible fleece. Fuse the interfacing to the wrong side of both pocket pieces. Then apply the fusible fleece to the wrong side of the front and back pieces cut from the main fabric. Make sure that the glue side of the interfacing is facing the wrong side of the fabric. Use an iron and press until everything is fully applied. If you need to, you can use a pressing cloth to protect your iron from the glue. Now it's time to sew the pocket. Place both pocket pieces right sides together and pin along the top edge. Then sew along the top edge using a 1 cm seam allowance. Press the seam allowance towards the lining, then top stitch close to the seam on the lining side. Fold the pocket into shape and press well. Make sure that you can see the lining from the front side. Then stitch 1 cm from the top edge to secure everything in place. Now we can move on to the main book sleeve. Place the pocket onto the right side of the front piece and secure it with pins or clips. Stitch it in place about 5 mm from the edges so it doesn't shift. Next, place the front and back pieces right sides together and sew along the sides and bottom using a 1 cm seam allowance. Do not stitch along the top edge. Then using scissors you can trim the corners to reduce bulk. Now we need to sew the lining pieces. Place them right sides together and don't forget to clip the notches that mark the bottom opening. Then sew along the sides and the bottom with a 1 cm seam allowance, but leave an opening between the notches so that you can turn the book sleeve through this opening. Press all the seams open, including the bottom gap. This will make it easier to close later. Then turn the lining right side out. Place the lining inside of the main book sleeve, right sides together, matching the side seams. Pin around the top edge and sew all the way around it using a 1 cm seam allowance. Turn the entire book sleeve right side out through the lining opening. Carefully push out the corners, then press the entire book sleeve. Close the lining opening with a stitch close to the edge. Push the lining fully inside the book sleeve and press again, making sure that the lining doesn't roll to the outside. Finally, top stitch 1 to 1.5 cm from the top edge to finish. I use 1 cm on the small and medium book sleeve and 1.5 on the large book sleeve. And now your book sleeve is complete and ready to be used. And that's all for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!